Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Mbappe, and he's had it nicked away. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This could be another episode of the Serhou Guirassy show, I think, Peter. While he's primarily a poacher, he doesn't really have the composure you need in the penalty area when it comes to his finishing. He's a bit Hollywood or bust regarding that. But when it comes to his general play, he has great composure bringing his teammates into the game. So he just needs to get that clinical edge going.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And the pass is intercepted. Chan. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Özcan.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Brandt! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Brandt. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Think through. Kolomwani was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Still goalless at the moment. Saliba distributed tidily.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Good read, needed to be. Chan. Now it's Guirassy. Borussia Dortmund on the counter-attack now. That looks a good ball through. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Anton. Now it's Guirassy. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's picked it up out wide. Anton. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's found a way through. Shoots! Goal! France! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
France have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Guirassy. Ball driven towards the far post. And it's a corner. Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Borussia Dortmund certainly...
Shot, surely! Oh, split-second reaction.
Guirassy clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Safe to say, he's capable of better than that. Looking to go deep. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Borussia Dortmund have the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Kolo Muani has it out wide and in space. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Changement.
So we're into the second 45.
Borussia Dortmund are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Hernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Özcan. Borussia Dortmund different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
For Özcan. Can. Now it's Fabio Silva. Gets into some space. Delivered in. Konate can get it clear. That's a lovely, neat pass. Kolo Muani. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Kolo Muani. Özcan spots it and intercepts.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And the finish! Goal, France! And they're back in front. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
France take the lead. Borussia Dortmund still have the cards to affect this game. Adeyemi. And the shot's on here. Oh, look at the space here. Big chance! So, third corner of the game. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for options for movement. And he's gone backward here. He's going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Borussia Dortmund certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Conte. And Koundé. That is ended up in no man's land.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Can he get on the end of this?
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Goes for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Some good work on the right flank here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Good take, and there's the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? There's the delivery.
Borussia Dortmund really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That's an imaginative pass. Good ball over the top. And the shot! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. And as you can see, we've already started here. And here's Kolo Muani. That is Conte. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Good ball, good take. Lovely feet. Traoré. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this fella, the French Ghanaian Serhou Guirassy, is a very interesting option. He's blessed with pace. He enjoys playing the low role up front. He's instinctive, he's opportunistic, and he really works for his team too, because when it comes to defence, he has to become the first line, and he never shies away from that. He's happy to embrace it and work hard.
I think the decent chance! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Borussia Dortmund present their opponents with the best possible chance here. To open the scoring. Oh, he saved it! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 10, Grant. Coming on the field is number 3, Anton.
Now it's Guirassy, probing pass, spread neatly. Now it's Fabio Silva, takes a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner, they're first. Cleared without complication. He's looking wide. Now the cross. Traoré. Chance here to counter. Kolo Muani. He's picked his way through. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Özcan. Bensebaini. And it's lofted through here. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now this could be a chance. Gives it back. It's a good spell of possession, this. Borussia Dortmund making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Tchouaméni. And it's Tchouaméni. And Koundé. And it's Tchouaméni. France looking to pass their way through. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Doué's cross.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Out of play for a throw. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's an imaginative pass. Conte. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Kolo Muani. Mbappe! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Now it's Doué. He has found the way through. Brilliantly cut out.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, no joy this time.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Conte. Saliba. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 21.
That gets things going for the second half.
Number 27.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Hernandez is fouled.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Hernandez. Adeyemi. Kante does well to get it back. Tchouaméni. And here's Kolo Muani. He's on it. Can he get away? Adeyemi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Doué. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, super! Tries a shot! Doué. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Played out wide. Olise delivers the ball. Anton deals with that comfortably. Chan getting this one clear. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's a pretty loose pass. Conte. France finding their passes. Flings in across. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes.
And he shoots! Now, in for the pieces! He scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes...
Real chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! France! And again they hit the front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
France go into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Now, can they get him away? Delivered across.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's Zaire Emery. And the pass is intercepted. Borussia Dortmund are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And he's in on goal. Gets into some space. Ball comes in. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take...
Shot at goal! Schuller tries to clear.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Guirassy. That's a lovely, neat pass.
3 minutes at a
And the
time.
number on the board is 3. Camavinga. France go in search of a late winner. Now this could be a chance.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Dembele. Is there any support? He might not need it. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Is only allowed in the areas shown on
Well,
this map.
fitness
Thank you
and
very much for
fatigue,
your
the key
cooperation.
factors now as we head for extra time. So our quest to find the winner continues. Borussia Dortmund displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Dembele, he's got away. Camavinga. Thuram. That is a brilliant interception. And they've got rid. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Tchouaméni, Camavinga, and it's Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Big chance! Bensebaini. And now they can clear their lines. Now that looks a decent ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Corner. Corner number 2 then. There's the header! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Camavinga. Pinches it off him. Chan. That's it for the first period of extra
Just
time.
a quick request today for everybody to
Well, it
please
has been a
remove
punishing
any car
game,
parks
both physically
on the
and
outside
mentally.
stadium.
But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 5.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? It's been eventful, okay. Goals, yes, though largely unwanted ones. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He's found a way through. Corner it is. Corner number 3 coming up. That's really well cleared. That's rather hopeful. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Couldn't squeeze it through. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Zaire Emery. And he's gone backward here. And a shot!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Goes for a shot! Hits off target and by quite a way. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he can clear it away. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
Well, the numerical disadvantage made this the best-case scenario for them, but they deserve to be commended for getting to this position.
This is a lost children's
So it comes down to this, a
Please
final
keep your
rallying
eyes on your
cry,
children
and
during the
then
match
kicks
at
from
all
the
times.
spot. Guirassy is over the first kick. And he does it with poise.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Thuram is the next to run the gauntlet. Big character, big moment, big save. Borussia Dortmund are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. Oh, what a save!
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
So, the second man in line.
He just did what he was asked.
Sabitzer is a picture of calm despite the moment. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
Hernandez is third in line. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Borussia Dortmund with the chance to go 2 up. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Barcola is the 4th man to step up. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
So can he do it? He's buried it, and he's won it. So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it
Just
in
a
the
quick
end.
reminder today, please refrain from
Well, it's been
talking
such a
about
long
the
match, and the
stadium.
penalty shootout is
Thank you
always
very
a
much
difficult
for
way
your
to end the
cooperation.
game. But I thought they did really well to hold their nerve and come through.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. We have already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
I think Theo Hernandez is one of the most exciting fullbacks in the game. Rarely have I seen a player display all the qualities needed in a complete fullback at such a tender age, and at a time where
He's got tall. He will be livid with himself. Schlotterbeck is there, and he can pick it up. Brandt looking to penetrate opposition lines. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. He has found the way through. Across it goes. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ball is over the line. Can. Borussia Dortmund are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Can. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Played back in. Look at the space here.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies.
Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit.
Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And it's made its way to him. He's found the way through. And the finish! Goal! France! And France are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting.
And the shot! Now, who's going to... That's another chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Deftly away. Tries to pass it. Can he finish? Borussia Dortmund are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Brilliantly cut out. And now they can clear their lines. That's a throw. Koundé.
Borussia Dortmund truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Aimed beyond the defence. That's really well cleared. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Conte. Chan. Conte. Played down the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Özcan. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Guirassy. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Real chance! And it's in! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms.
Yeah, and he did.
There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Borussia Dortmund are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police. Substitution for
France
Borussia
get the
Dortmund.
second half going.
Number 21.
Borussia
Coming on
Dortmund
the
have been the
field
team that
is
have had the lion's share of
number
possession
27,
and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Mbappe! Borussia Dortmund different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
They get a throw in. Koulibaly spread out to the left. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. And here's Mbappe. Shot at goal! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And it's been taken short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter.
Header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's really well manoeuvred. Doué stands tall and stands strong.
The match was 60,332.
Brandt. Ambitious ball here. And the through ball. Brandt. Borussia Dortmund still have the cards to affect this game.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Guirassy. Brandt. Guirassy. He's cut it out. Koundé. Olise. Conte. Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Doué. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 10, Brandt. Number 7, Joe Bellingham. Coming on the field.
And he's in on
Number
goal.
14.
Chance, surely! Goal, France! And they're back in front. What do you think now about that goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
France go into the lead. Decent shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, taken with style. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And he's taking no... Has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Now it's Thuram. Might be danger here.
France really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 2, coming on the field, number 42, number 45, substitution.
Borussia Dortmund need to make something happen here. It's just beyond his reach. Now, what about a counter-attack? 5 minutes left on the clock. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking. And here's Zaire Emery. And it's Zaire Emery. Caresses it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Adeyemi threads one in. Zaire Emery. Oh, good-looking ball. 5 minutes to add. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He is through here. This looks promising. Played in. Oh, it's gone in!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, this game we love delivers some bizarre moments too, and of all the people that could have happened to, how was it him?
And that will be the final act. Borussia Dortmund have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Hello attendees, this is a
Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. We have already started here. It's a promising position. And that could well leave a mark. Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Endo can get it clear. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Brandt picked out brilliantly. There's no flag. Oh, that's a fine interception. Van Dijk gets good distance on it. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, it's hard to overlook the engine of this team, this guy, Wataru Endo. He's an effective shield, we know that, in front of the defence. That's his job. Always keeping a solid structure to things. But
And the shot! Loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Corner given.
well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Chance for a shot!
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. He'll fancy himself from here.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
Brandt! Oh, brilliant from Brandt! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Gakpo! Has another go! Oh, taken with style! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Liverpool grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Özcan. Now it's Fabio Silva. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Little pass back. And it's Brandt. Pass somewhat off target. That is lovely. Gets a good foot in there. Endo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Brandt has found the net here, of course. Now it's Fabio Silva. Out to the right. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Szoboszlai. Wirtz. Szoboszlai. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. That has not gone well. Gives it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Brandt. Guirassy. Özcan.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he goes cross-field. Özcan. Now it's Guirassy. Tries a shot! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Isak. Özcan, and it's been shipped out wide. Alisson gets his hands on it, and the danger is of... And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. With the father of a boy in the green backpack, kindly contact a nearby member of staff.
Liverpool get the second half going.
Dortmund, number 10, Brandt.
And it's Wirtz.
Coming on to replace him is...
Well, that looks a decent
number
ball.
27,
Nice interception, well timed. Borussia Dortmund come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lofted upfield. Chance here to counter. Bensebaini. And it's Can. For Özcan. Can. Adeyemi. Van Dijk does well to get it back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Özcan. Liverpool are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Nicely aimed pass. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mohamed Salah receives it in a good position here. Borussia Dortmund still have the cards to affect this game.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. A heavy challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's picked it up out wide. No foul, says the referee. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Guirassy looks to get on the end of this. Özcan. Wirtz. Now it's Isak. Wirtz. Guirassy. Adeyemi. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And that's been drilled in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Tries to pass it through. Endo. Wirtz. Now it's Isak. Now it's Isak. That's beautifully weighted.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Endo with a definite foul there.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Both sides then
Number
taking
9,
this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 7, Joe Bellingham.
Played out wide.
Number 5,
Fired deep
Number
towards the
2.
back post.
coming on the field. Number 14, number 20.
Borussia Dortmund
Sabitzer.
have their second
Number
corner now.
42, number 45. Substitutions taking place.
Chan! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Succumbs to the pressure. Chan. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great ball, and he's in here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gets into some space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Sabitzer. Spread out to the left.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Özcan kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for the run. Thinks about the shot. Chiesa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
There will be 1 minute.
1
at a time.
minute to add, according to the board. And he's running through. Skims one in. And it's claimed by the keeper. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. And if you're just back, the action is back underway already. Cross deflected behind for a corner. So, third corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Adeyemi. And it's Chan. Real chance! Ekitike.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitution.
So here comes the substitution. Knocks it out wide. Adeyemi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Chan. Adeyemi. Endo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a throw-in. Jones. Ekitike. And it's Jones. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, good ball.
There will be 1 minute and
He's going for goal. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, good-looking ball. Half-time, extra
Hello
time.
everybody, and please join me in
Well,
wishing
both teams
a
have
happy
run themselves
wedding
into the
anniversary
ground
for
out
one of
there.
our Bangkok
Does
members.
anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And so the last chance to find a winner. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Now it's Fabio Silva. Adeyemi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well read, and the danger is averted. Jones. Ekitike. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And here's Chiesa. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. McAllister. Again, with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Chan. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Isak. Chiesa providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Has a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. It's a promising position. Oh, sweet feet. Jones now looking to orchestrate a counter. He has found a way through. Schlotterbeck. The final whistle and confirmation we are headed for penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose.
Please
I mean,
take
they
this
both ran their
opportunity to
socks
pay a
off.
visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's
120
match
minutes of
are now
action have
available.
taken their toll, but have proved inconclusive, and now this is it. Boy, you can feel the tension. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. No! Denied remarkably!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
McAllister is a picture of calm despite the moment.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
So this one to restore parity. Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
So, the second man in line. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
The third man in the queue.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Isak is third in line. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
This to double their advantage. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Fabio Silva is the next man in the spotlight. Oh, the keeper could have stood still and stopped it.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Liverpool are looking to save match point. It's in, he's kept them in it. It's 3 apiece. So both teams effectively one kick away from the precipice.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
He must, but can he?
That's just emphatic. He knew exactly what he was doing. How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Through to 7, and we're still going. Right in the bottom corner. Some nerve.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. Dispatched! There will be more of this.
Good penalty. Completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Where does this end? Their 8th penalty taker.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Liverpool must score here to stay in it. Dispatched! There will be more of this.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Almost a full team now. Here is their 9th man. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
So all eyes on the goalkeeper. Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Well, how about it? Here is their 10th penalty taker. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive?
Great penalty under pressure. Again, picked his spot. Good penalty. Completely wrong-footed the keeper.
So, a duel between the keepers. Ah, it's a tame penalty, straight at the keeper.
Well, he didn't hit that with any sort of conviction, and it's an easy save in the end.
That's it! It is done! Borussia Dortmund fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action.
You